everyone. Welcome to Ridgeway School. We're going to begin our program in a few moments. Before we do that, on behalf of Mrs. Brown and myself and Dr. Crawford, the assistant principal, we would like to welcome you all to our school this evening for our 4th grade performance. We recognize that we would not have this performance without all of your children. We have some returning children coming to support, so we appreciate all of the families being with us. And we'd just like to give a special announcement that the Friends of White Plains Public Schools, they're here. Thank you. And they are one of the underwriters for this performance. So on behalf of our parents and all of our students and our entire Ridgeway community and the White Plains, thank you. The White Plains community. In about 1 minute, we'll bring on Mr. Cavis from, his name is Mr. Joe Cavis from Cavis Dancing. It's called Beyond Ballroom. And he'll come out and we'll get a presentation from the students. We'd like to take a moment to recognize our 4th grade teachers and all of our 4th grade families. Thank you so much for all that you do. And last but certainly not least, we're always privileged and find great joy when all of our returning teachers are here to support their families, as well as our dynamic PTA. So to the PTA, we thank you for all that you do.
The program is called Beyond Ballroom for a reason. It's not about ballroom, even though that's the reason we're here. We're here because we learn dance steps and we work with one another. But the issue is really goes beyond just the steps. It really becomes a boy-girl working relationship. And tell me if I'm wrong, but in most cases, a boy is not danced with a person, a girl, unless they are related to them till this point. So I remember being in 5th grade, and there's no way I would dance with a girl in 4th or 5th grade. But this program does it in such a way, it was developed in such a way that it emphasizes teamwork, and it emphasizes gender issues, social gender issues, that they can take as life lessons. For example, in ballroom, I didn't make the rules. I tell the kids this all the time. You know, my dad taught me and his dad taught him. The boy is the leader. But the girl, and of course girls don't like to hear that, but I say, wait a minute, the girl can choose not to follow the boy, which makes the girl the leader. And that happens in real life, as you know. If the man or your partner doesn't lead properly, you're gonna say, wait a minute, what are you doing? This is not right. And I teach the girls to literally turn their back to the boy. And I tell them, if somebody does something wrong, do you follow that person? Of course not. So if the boy does something, maybe unintentional, but he does it wrong, you just turn around. The boy leads the girl with an open palm. The boy is not allowed to close his hand and ever grab the girl. These are like little things, and they don't understand why, but they'll know later in life that you actually, the boy, a leader in a ballroom, you watch TV, the boy never grabs the girl. He'll reach his arm out and she will grab him. So the girl's job is to focus on the boy and take the boy's lead if he's there for her, with her. The boy's job, if you'll notice watching this, the boy never holds hands. They never hold hands. The boy does an escort position and the girl chooses to take his arm. I always tell the kids, I say, you know the boys, and you'll hear this later, but your job, really, and you guys out there know, your job is to make the girl look good. I mean, really. You know what I always say, when you go to the Oscars, do we look at the boys when we go down the red carpet? You know, we're looking at the beautiful ladies and their dresses, and the boys are just there as escorts. And that's the truth. So I said to boys, boys, if the couple does something wrong, I go right to the leader. The boys fall. If the couple does really well, it's the girl's credit. So the girl actually makes the pair look good. So boys, what do you want to do? You want to make your partner look as good and feel as good as possible. And at the end, and I still do this today, and I'm old, whenever I dance with my wife, I always politely thank her at the end. I always do. I just say, thanks for dancing with me or whatever. And she goes, yeah, whatever. She goes, sits down. But no, you'll see the boys learn to thank their partner because that's really important. So teamwork is essential more than anything else in this program. It's about boy working with girl, girl working with boy, respecting one another, understanding personal space. The boy's hand is there, the girl chooses to grab it. He doesn't actually grab her, and we test that. So I'll say, girls, step away from the boy, now. And if the girls can step away, he's not holding her. But if he holds her, I'll say, wait a minute, did somebody grab? Another big thing, boys hold the shoulder blade. I call it the chicken bone. Boys hold the bone. If the hand goes to the waist, step away. The hand doesn't slide down, the hand stays by the shoulder blade. Why? There's a reason for it. Look at TV, look at Dancing with the Stars. The boy actually can manipulate the girl with her shoulder blade and tell her where to go by squeezing the actual shoulder blade, not by her waist. So I say that when you go to prom, and by the way, I will say this, my daughter did go to prom with her 4th grade ballroom partner. I was in tears as a parent, you know. All the guys are like, yeah, let's go. And I swear to God, maybe he knew because I'm Mr. C and I'm pretty tough. But he was like waiting for my daughter to take his arm. I like flipped. So yeah, he knew to escort her properly, and everybody looked at him and was like, what are you doing? But you know, it was so wonderful because they remember that time in 4th and 5th grade of how the boy is supposed to walk with a girl. Right arm is correct, left arm is wrong. Left arm is lead hand, right foot is wrong. That kind of stuff. And so they'll remember it for the rest of their life. Am I stretching well? How am I doing? Are we good? Is it 7:30? Can we start? So watch your child, and let me tell you something. That first day, they wouldn't even touch each other. Now watch what they do. Anybody in Tango? Watch the Tango, what those girls do now. And they're like, no problem. It's great. It's like nothing to them. It's so great. It's a way of it's a rite of passage, in a sense, you know, certainly socially. So thank you so much for having me. White Plains, you know, I've been here a long time. Some of you have older children that have heard me before. I think I've been here almost 2 decades. I think I've been here 15, 16, 17 years. White Plains really is wonderful to do that for us. And I'll tell you something. I'm used to working with ballerinas in the classroom. This is a real treat for me. I love working with the boy-girl relationships in this thing. I just love this program. Thank you so much to the powers that be in White Plains Central School District. I don't think there's any other school district that does a non-competitive ballroom dancing for boys and girls as in White Plains. So thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna start now. These kids are great.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel.
And I am Nev.
Mrs. Abania's class will be dancing the cha-cha. The cha-cha is a medium-tempo Latin American dance consisting of 2 slow steps and 3 fast steps.
The 3 fast steps is the cha-cha-cha, and we have learned it is very important to keep the rhythm throughout the entire dance, even during turns and spins.
We have learned that if the couple looks good dancing, the girl gets the credit. And if the couple doesn't look good dancing, the boy gets the blame.
The boy should know how to properly behave while dancing with the girl, keeping correct positions. You should also know how he thanks his partner, me, when he is finished.
We have learned about helping one another if your partner doesn't understand the steps. And that is okay to make mistakes as long as you try.
We have also learned that practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, but it also makes progress. Ladies and gentlemen, watch us as we dance the cha-cha, cha-cha.
I
And my name is Joseph. Mrs. Baez's class is introducing the tango. This dance, originally from Argentina, became popular in the early 1920s.
Because of its unique style, it gained popularity quickly and came to America during the Roaring '20s, along with the Charleston.
This dance has a special rhythm that is quite easy as long as you can spell it. There are 5 steps in the basic movement, 1 for each letter, 3 slow steps and 2 quick ones, T, A, N, G, and L.
Even though the boy is the leader, the dance focuses mostly on the girl, so it is my job to make her look as good as possible.
I have to trust the boy won't make a mistake because he has to hold me in many different positions, including one where I'm upside down.
First, we must always ask the girl's permission to dance and properly escort her to the dance floor. The boy also never grabs or pulls the girl but guides her with his open palm.
Being guided with an open palm also allows the girl full freedom of movement during the dance.
As long as she follows my lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Argentina, the tango.
Nancy. And my name is Juan Diego. Miss Kat's class is doing the swing from the USA. The swing first developed in the dance halls of Harlem in the 40s, so it is a truly American dance form.
The movements were based on other dances from the 20s and the 30s called the Charleston and the Lindy Hop. But the swing dance is most often associated with the world too, as it became the most popular dance of the time.
The big band sound from the 40s and 50s has made this music timeless.
It is fast-moving and athletic dance where the boys often lift or flip the girls upside down.
And that's really scary. The girl has to rely on the boy and trust that he will be there for me. Trust is an important part of ballroom dancing.
The boy is responsible for the safety of the girl during the swing. He can lift her and flip her and spin her, but he must also make sure she feels safe too.
And he better not drop me. We have learned that in ballroom dancing, you never dance alone, and teamwork is essential.
The teamwork is on many levels, a couple, a classroom, and a whole grade, including our teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, the swing.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on. Join me on. Have some fun when the bell strikes. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till the broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, and it slows down. When the chimes ring 5, 6, and 7, we'll be right in 7. Hey, we're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2. How we going strong and so will you. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Hi, my name is Ollie.
And my name's Olivia.
We are here to introduce Mrs. Burr's class to the American Hustle.
This dance, like many of our social dances, originated from Latin America during the disco era of the 1970s and 80s. Americans gave it their own flair.
One move that the Americans loved during that time was the bum. This is when partners alternate hips and bump each other, like this one.
We had to learn about respecting the other person by not bumping them too hard. Sometimes the boy would go crazy.
The dance is a basic marching step in a 4/4 tempo. The girl does most of the spinning, but the boy can add spins for himself if he wants to.
The boy has to lift the girl off the ground and spin her 4 times in the air. It's very scary for the girl.
We have learned that it is the boy's responsibility to be sure the girl feels comfortable throughout the dance. We should always be aware of other people's feelings. Ladies and gentlemen, the hustle!
the Dominican Republic. It is also popular in all the neighboring islands.
The merengue consists of very fast-paced marching rhythm, changing your weight from right to left.
Merengue is a baking time using whipped egg whites and sugar. The movement on the dance floor reminds us of an egg beater in action, swinging your hips side to side.
This became known as the Cuban motion in America, when your hips move side to side in time with your steps, like this.
More importantly, we have learned about helping one another if your partner doesn't get the step.
And we've learned that dancing with a girl is okay.
As long as he washes his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, the merengue!
it up for the fourth grade. I'm having a great time back here. Let's see him again. Miss Jimenez, Miss Brown, the Merengue, come on down. Miss Brooks, the hustle. The Tango! The Bennett, the Cha-Cha! Your children, they're great. The fourth grade class at Ridgeway, here they come. Oh yeah!
Another round of applause for our fourth grade students. This would not be possible without their amazing teachers. Miss Baez, Miss Jimenez Brown, Miss Katz, Miss Ibanez, Miss Burke, and we have Ms. Luther. Another round of applause. Once again, on behalf of our Ridgeway community, we thank you, Mr. Kavis and Ms. Lee, and your entire company. Okay. And again, we cannot thank our friends of White Plains Public Schools enough. Thank you for your dedication. And to all of our parents and community, thank you. We'll send the kids back to you. Please remain seated.
Hi, my name is Joe Cavese. I'm here with Lee Becker, and we're with the Beyond Ballroom program with the White Plains Central School District, sponsored by Dance Cavese Studios in Merengue. The program is designed as a non-competitive ballroom dance class that's about 4 to 6 weeks, maybe an hour a week. It's basically 8 to 10 30-minute classes where the children actually learn a lot more than just ballroom. They learn to work together as a team. They learn about really helping one another.
They learn about cooperation. They learn about empowerment. They learn about working as a team and learning the onus of responsibility that you can't do things on your own. And they learn how to bring something that what one person is doing and bring it all together so they're working as a group. And watching it come to fruition is amazing for the students, for the teachers, for the administrators, and I think most of all for the parents.
There's life lessons also encompassed in the program. Lessons such as the boy being the leader, but the girl choosing not to follow. That also makes the girl equally as a leader. She makes sure that the boy does what he has to do properly, or she chooses not to follow him. Right. It really almost empowers the woman, I think, as much, if not more than the boy.
Because it's definitely about respect, and it's about working together and respecting each other and respecting yourselves, and about peer pressure and making good decisions.
Every couple is featured personally. Every child gets to be in the front and take a special bow that allows them to be the star of the show.
So regardless of the child's ability, they get to be front and center, and they get to, like you said, be the center of attention for that moment.
It's a mainstream program. Everybody is involved. Everybody is taught the same way.
Everybody gets the same amount of stage time.
And everybody gets to be in the front. So that really is a wonderful non-competitive feeling. There is no award at the end besides impressing our parents, basically.
I think the most rewarding thing for us is when a 9-year-old boy says, I really didn't think it was that terrible, right? Isn't that amazing?
No,
because they're really happy to watch them in the beginning when they don't want to touch each other, and then at the end they're hugging each other and us. I think that really shows that they didn't just like the dance, they really learned about themselves, and they learned that if they try to do something, they can accomplish pretty much anything.
Absolutely. It really is something where they become more aware of their potential. The first day they wouldn't even touch each other. The last day they were practicing at recess. They were doing boy-girl things, interacting that you would never see them before this program started. So that really is something where it crosses genders like no other program that I'm aware of.
Right.
So we really thank the White Plains Central School District for allowing us to be here for so many years. I think it's at least 15. I know it was 15, 16, 17 years at different schools, but I think district-wide over a dozen years, certainly. So thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing the children with us. They're awesome.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.